Hello and welcome to another video. This time, we'd like to bring you along on our trip to the Everglades National Park in Florida. To quickly catch you up on our trip so far, Florida has been our 10th state that we've seen, and the Everglades are our 4th national park. Last weekend, we braved rough seas and rainy weather to see our 3rd national park, the Dry Tortugas, and enjoyed a little time in Key West. How will the Everglades compare? Will we get rained on again? Let's find out. Hey guys, so today we are heading to the Everglades in Florida. Pretty excited. It is our 2nd national park here in the state of Florida. Hoping to see some alligators, some cool stuff like that, so let's do it. Before heading into the Everglades, we had to stop at this Ross Dress for Less to pick up a few packages from an Amazon drop box. We try to support local businesses when we can, but for some of those hard to find, van living specific products, it's super convenient. And this is the water filter replacement.
Cool. Right there.
And this is the sewing kit. Fix the holes in the bug nets. We booked an airboat tour with Everglades Safari to get acclimated with the park. Since the majority of the Everglades is made up of slow-moving marsh waters, a boat tour is a great way to explore this unique ecosystem.
We're in Everglades. Are we in the Everglades?
We're on the outskirts of the
We're on the outskirts of the Everglades, and we just saw our first gators chilling by the side of the road as we're driving into the park. And we haven't seen any gators at all at any point.
It's been a good month and a half.
Yeah, we're going on our 2nd month here without any gators, so we knew Everglades would not disappoint. And feeling good since we haven't even entered the park and I saw 2.
Everglades Safari is one of 3 airboat tour companies approved by the National Park Service to operate in the Everglades. But there are many other non-sanctioned tour companies that operate in the area as well. Our tickets have been redeemed. In a few minutes here, we'll be taking off on one of these airboats.
Nothing.
Nothing yet. Our 40-minute tour gave us our first up-close look of an ecosystem that can't be found anywhere else on Earth. Though the entire area is submerged in about a foot of water, the grasses give the illusion of way more dry land around you than you think. We also got a sense of the scale of the park. The Everglades is the 3rd largest national park in the lower 48 states, after Death Valley and Yellowstone. From the boat, these wetlands stretch in every direction as far as we could see. What's interesting is that all of this water is slowly flowing like a 60-mile wide river into the ocean at the tip of Florida. The Everglades are home to a ton of birds, fish, and other animal species, most famous of all, the alligator. We saw a few sunning themselves from the safety of the boat. We saw a few more gators up close and personal after the airboat tour. Everglades Safari holds a few gators in captivity that they use to educate their guests on the species. They even had a few boa constrictors, which are an invasive species in the Everglades.
South America, but he has made his way here to the Everglades. Okay? A lot of people that had them as pets, whenever they didn't want them anymore, they would just let them go out here.
All in all, our airboat tour was a great introduction to what the Everglades has to offer. So, what are your thoughts on the airboat tour that we just took?
I thought it was great. It wasn't even that expensive.
Yeah, I forget how much we paid.
And if you have an American the Beautiful pass, you get a discount, although we did not take advantage of that. Stinky.
Robert's Fruit Stand. This has been recommended to us.
Here, yeah. When we went to the Dry Tortugas, we met up with this family from the Homestead area, and they said when you go to the Everglades, definitely stop by. Robert is here, and we were passing it.
And now we're here.
I was like, oh my god, we have
we're here
to
to
go.
see Robert.
We're apparently they have really fresh fruit, so I don't know. We gotta get something.
Gotta get something. Robert is Here is a must-visit place if you are in Homestead, Florida, the town closest to the Everglades and Biscayne Bay National Park. What's the Sapote?
It's like a fruity pumpkin pie.
Oh no. It is a family-owned farm and store that specializes in exotic fruit that is native to Central and South America. In addition to the fresh fruit, they also sell fruit smoothies, marmalades, fruit butters, jellies, fresh produce, just a real gem of a place. Back, they also have a ton of picnic tables, some live music, and a ton of animals. Wow. Yeah. So we're going to be getting some fruit that we've never had before. My choice is the Sapote, which is very soft, tastes like a pear with brown sugar. Lauren's going to get a black Sapote, which tastes like chocolate pudding.
We just met Robert.
He was working the counter.
He was working the cash register.
The place is called Robert is Here, and he is.
And he was there. He was there.
So here's the sign for the Everglades. Next up for us was a scenic drive through the Everglades on our way to the Long Pine Key campground, which would serve as our home base for the next couple of days. Campground itself was only around $30 a night, and we found it to be super spacious compared to other campgrounds we've seen. How's the burger?
Really good.
For our second and final day in the Everglades, we planned a series of short hikes to take in the park at our own pace. There are small islands in the marshes called hammocks, which provide areas of dry land in which hiking is possible. Yeah, it's really quite breathtaking.
You can see how shallow it is. Like, it's just...
Right.
Just like...
The floor of everything you see out here is just like a foot of water. Later on, we went on a nighttime hike guided by a park ranger. With the use of flashlights, we saw a variety of fish and a few more gators. After a couple of days, the fruit that we got from Robert is Here was ripe and ready to eat. On the right here we have Sapote.
Also known as chocolate fruit. It looked like a small green ball when we first had it, and now that it's turned soft and black, it tastes like chocolate pudding apparently. And this other one is a Sapote. Looks like a large kiwi without the fuzz. Wait until it's soft, then slice and enjoy. Tastes like pear with brown sugar.
So Lauren's trying the Sapote first. Actually, I'm gonna try a little piece too.
Does it taste like pear? I'm getting brown sugar.
Definitely getting brown sugar. I'm getting pear as well. It's really sweet.
It's really sweet.
Really like bold flavor. That's really good. The Sapote is really good.
Pretty good.
All right.
Very sugary. Okay.
So now we're gonna try.
So I cheated and I already had a bite of this, so I'm gonna let Andy do this one.
All right. So now we're gonna try the Sapote, which Yeah, it is a weird like pudding consistency. Less sweet right off the bat. Does have like a pudding consistency, I guess.
It's supposed to taste like chocolate pudding.
I'm not getting that. I'm definitely getting some sweetness. Yeah, not getting chocolate, but more of like a custardy, kind of creamy taste. It's good. I think I like the Sapote a little bit more. It has a little bit bolder of a flavor, but for a bunch of black mush, this is pretty good too.
So I actually like this better, the Sapote. Because I like that it's not super sweet. I think it does taste like chocolate pudding. But I read, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like a mushed prune almost.
Ooh.
But like less intense than prune.
That's a good way to describe it.
That's what I would say. But this is my favorite. I would eat this again. I love this. This is like too sweet for me. Unless I was gonna have it in a dessert form, then it would be really good. Like a cake or something, but I don't know. This is like, I could just eat a bowl of that.
All in all, our weekend in the Everglades was a ton of fun. We really got to appreciate the park, both by boat and on foot, and got to see a lot of interesting wildlife. We also never expected the Robert is Here fruit stand to be as much fun as it was. Feel free to reach out to us if you are planning a trip to the Everglades yourself. We'd be happy to share more of our experiences. Thanks for watching.